A recent survey shows that more than half of Korea's workers are choosing to do minimal work at their jobs without actually resigning, indicating that the global trend known as quiet quitting is growing more prominent in the country.
최근 설문조사 결과 우리나라 직장인 절반 이상이 퇴사는 하지 않되 최소한의 업무만 하는 쪽을 택한다고 답해 이른바 조용한 퇴사라는 세계적 추세가 국내에서도 확산되고 있는 것으로 나타났습니다. Right, so let's talk about quiet quitting.
Yeah, so, if you have been reading the news, you might have heard that this is an ongoing trend, not just here in Korea, but around the world. And it seems like quiet quitting is growing more prominent among workers here. So the term quiet quitting, it was coined in the early 2020s, and it refers to an employee doing the absolute minimum
Right.
requirement of their job and putting no extra time or effort into it. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to quit, but more like I'm at work, but I don't want to do my best here because this is not this is not what I want to focus on. I want to focus more on family. I want to focus more on my personal life. So this survey was conducted on a little over 1,000 employees across Korea, and they were asked about quiet quitting. And surprisingly, it showed that 51.7% said that they have done something like that. And the reason they assume is that a lot of people, a lot of employees here are dissatisfied with the salary benefits of their current company. That was chosen by a little over 30% of the respondents. And recent numbers, not just this figure, but a lot of other surveys have shown that a lot of workers in Korea have a relatively low level of satisfaction towards their job and of life as in general, which is probably a lot of people are, not putting in their best. They're not thinking about promotions. They're not thinking about moving up in the company, but they're thinking, hey, this is not what's important to me. What's important to me is my job, or not my job, my home, my personal life. So I'm going to just do the bare minimum.
그래요. 최소한의 업무만 하겠다. Do the bare minimum. Just do the absolute minimum required at my company. 자, 이런 마인드로 일을 하는 거죠. 그래서 내가 회사에 기여를 한다든지, 내 승진을 위해서 열심히 노력한다든지, 이제 그 오버타임으로 일한다든지 이런 거 안 하는 거예요. 정말 완전히 최소한 bare minimum만 하는 거죠.
Yeah, once the clock strikes 6, everything, is shut down
그렇죠.
and
네.
you just go home. Yeah.
맞습니다. 자, 그래서 이제 최근에 한 구인 구직 사이트가 한 1,000명 정도를 대상으로 한 설문조사예요. 거기서 전체 응답자의 52% 정도가 이 조용한 퇴사 상태다. 이렇게 대답을 했다고 해요. So let's break it down. 연차별로 보게 되면은 8년 차에서 10년 차 정도가 57%, 그다음에 5년 차에서 7년 차가 56%, 17년 차에서 19년 차가 55%. 다 비슷비슷하게 어쨌든 반이 조금 넘는 수준이에요.
And that was kind of surprising to me as well, because I felt like people who have been working in the same company for that long would have a lot more vested interest there. So I felt like they might have been putting in a little bit more effort than people who have been working there for less.
Yeah.
But it was relatively similar.
그렇습니다. 그러니까 지금 전체 데이터가 저희 앞에 다 있지는 않지만 어쨌든 5년 차부터 해서 한 19년 차까지 비슷비슷한 상태라고 해요. 조용한 퇴사를 한 반 조금 넘는 퍼센티지가 하고 있다. 이렇게 응답을 한 건데 중요한 건 그러면 왜 이렇게 할까요? What are the causes for this?
Yeah. Well, like I said, they're not satisfied with their salary. They're not satisfied with the benefits that are given at the current company. And in the bigger picture, some analysts are saying that, just Korean workers, I don't want to say in general, but a lot of Korean workers are feeling they have a low level of satisfaction. About their life in general, not just about their job.
그렇죠. dissatisfaction 얘기가 나왔어요. 불만족인데 이제 가장 큰 이유, 조용한 퇴사를 하는 가장 큰 이유가 현재 회사에서 받는 돈, 연봉과 또 복지에 대한 dissatisfaction, 불만족, 이게 가장 큰 응답으로 나왔고요. 그 다음에는 이제 회사에서 일하는 것 자체에 대한 내가 passion, 열의가 없다. 이런 응답도 많이 나왔고 이직 준비 중이다. 이런 응답자도 한 20% 있었습니다.
Yeah.
자, 표현 볼게요. To resign.
Right, resigning. Resigning means to you're leaving your job or maybe a position, but you're doing this voluntarily. So another way you could say this is you're quitting. You're
Yep.
quitting your job.
그렇죠. Quitting your job or resigning 여기서 같은 의미라고 보시면 되겠고요. 사직하다, 물러나다라는 뜻인데 resign, R-E-S-I-G-N, sign 아니고요. resign 이렇게 발음합니다. 자, 그 다음에 grow more prominent.
So if something grows more prominent, it means it becomes more important or it becomes more well known or easy to notice. So if someone or something is in a position of prominence, it means that they're well known and they're very important.
그렇죠. grow prominent. 무언가가 두드러지다라는 뜻인데요. more prominent니까 더욱더 무언가가 두드러지다. 다시 한번 헤드라인 읽어보겠습니다. A recent survey shows that more than half of Korea's workers are choosing to do minimal work at their jobs without actually resigning, indicating that the global trend known as quiet quitting is growing more prominent in the country. Let's move on to the second headline.